and welcome to the National Association for the Education of Young Children's virtual conference. I am Stacy Shorman from Sunspark Yoga in Old Town Orange, California, and today I'm here with you to share a gentle yoga stretch practice from our virtual studio here at the beach, one of our favorite beaches in Crystal Cove State Park. So welcome today, hope you're doing well. And we'll go ahead and begin. Make sure that you grab either a yoga mat or towel to set your practice on, and you might want to grab an extra blanket, towel, or pillow if you have sensitive knees or just want a little extra support underneath the hips or underneath the knees. I have a blanket here underneath my hips, which is a nice place to begin as we will begin seated today. And you're welcome to stay cross-legged as I am if that's a comfortable space for you. You're welcome to sit on the knees or even extend out the legs. Just find a place that is right for you to settle in at this moment. And then, as I said, I have a blanket underneath my hips. It's a nice way to tilt the hips forward, release the low back there, and allow you to settle in. So wherever you are, just take this time to settle. And you can rest the hands on the thighs as you like, palms down or up. You allow the shoulders to soften. And if it feels comfortable, allow the eyes to gently close. And taking this moment as you're here to settle in. To feel the sit bones drawing down into the earth. And to allow the spine to lengthen up to the sky as you take a deep breath in. Deep breath out, allowing the shoulders to soften down the back. Even as you're here, allowing the muscles into the neck and the face and the jaw to soften. Allowing this time as you're here to release and to let go of everything beyond this space and this time. Releasing any judgments or any expectations. Allowing this time for you. And then begin to draw a gentle awareness into the breath and the sensations of the breath. Noting a gentle rise of the chest as you inhale. And dropping down as you exhale. Not looking to change or alter the breath, but just begin to observe and notice. Even envision the breath like a wave flowing through the body as you inhale and exhale. The waves like your breath flowing through, inhale, and flowing out, exhale. Inhale as the breath draws in. If it feels comfortable, pause at the very top. And exhale as the breath draws out. Feel free to pause at the very bottom. And take a little longer as you're here, just breathing. Noticing, allowing this time for you. Wherever you are, let's take 3 more deep inhales and 3 more deep exhales. If it feels comfortable, allow the exhale to escape out through the mouth with a gentle sigh. And last one. Time as you're here to blink the eyes open if you have them closed. Stay here and as you sit up tall, long inhale. And as you exhale, letting the left ear drop down towards the left shoulder, pausing there. Begin to walk the right fingertip out to the right, lengthening as you're here. And staying there if you like, or bring that left arm palm up around over the top of the head, either as a heavy drape there, or maybe a gentle nudge, left ear down towards the left shoulder. And with anything, take it at your own pace. Honor your body where you are. If that left arm feels better down, go back. Feel like it there, keep it here. We'll start to find the balance of stillness and movement and the space in between this practice today. Know you can stay here if you like some movement, lifting the right arm as you inhale away from the earth, and exhale, releasing it back down toward the ground. Take a long breath in, lifting that right arm and lowering it back down. One more breath wherever you are. Deep inhale and deep exhale. Let that right arm release back down. Left arm releases if it's still lifted. Take a long inhale, sit up tall. We'll exhale, turn the chin down towards the left shoulder and pause there for a few moments. Always know you can stay here if you'd like to, finding some movement, chin to the center and then over to the right and then back to the left. And taking that a few times as you like. Anytime you need to, stop, breathe, soften. One more deep breath in, and we'll slowly bring the chin back to the center. Pause. Bring that right hand back into the right leg. Soften the chin, soften the shoulders. As we take the other side, inhale, lift the head. As you exhale, let the right ear drop down towards the right shoulder and pause here. Stay there, left arm, fingertips reaches over to the left, sitting up a little taller. Stay there, bring that right arm up and around the head. Again, maybe it's draped heavy, maybe it's a gentle nudge. And again, if it doesn't feel right, always know you can release it down. Just take some time to pause into the space and breathe into the space. Always stay there if you like, or movement with the left arm. Inhale up to the sky, and then exhale back down toward the earth. Two more deep inhale, lift, and deep exhale, lower. Last one here, long inhale, sit up tall, breathe deeply, and exhale, releasing left arm back down. Pausing now. If that right arm is lifted, we'll release it. Take a long inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, right chin down towards the right shoulder. Pause. Stay there, adding movement if you like, to the center, then over to the left, and back to the right. Again, taking that a few times. If there's any place that needs a little extra attention or love, pausing there, breathing into that space. Bring it back to the center. Soften there, left hand back in. Maybe walk the hands in a little closer to the hips as the shoulders, the elbows soften down. And inhale, lift the head. Once you're there, let the shoulders shrug up, back, and down a few times. You can take that together or one at a time if that is your preference today. Finding some movement there. You can roll the shoulders forward as well. And then back onto the back. As we stretch the legs out, if the legs are crossed, note which leg is in the front, because we'll stretch them out and then switch. Once you stretch them out, give the toes a little wiggle, shift the hips a little side to side. And then we'll bring that opposite leg back in front. Take some time once you're there to reset, maybe lift the hips and sink back down. And then as you're there, let's reach the arms out to the side, palms up to the sky. Inhale, reaching up, gazing up if you like. Exhale, bring the hands, the chin back to the heart. Inhale as you reach out and up. And exhale back to the heart. Take one more here. Inhale, reaching out and up. And exhale to the heart. Stay Staying here, reach the arms out wide, palms facing out. And then give yourself a nice big hug, right arm over the left. And the hands can come to the middle of the arms, upper arms, maybe to the shoulders. You can stay there, soften here. Or if you'd like to move into what we call ego arms, you can lift the lower arms, backs of the hands together if you wish, or maybe the palms together. So find what feels right to you. Take a moment to settle. Staying there, lifting the elbows up away from the chest, and then dropping them back down. Take it over to one side as you turn over the opposite shoulder. And then back to the center, over to the other side, and opposite shoulder. Back to the center, we'll pause there for a breath. And then we'll take the other side. So arms reach out, palms facing forward. Left arm over the right. Give yourself a nice big hug. Take a moment to settle. Come back to the breath wherever you are, like waves flowing through. Staying there, lifting the lower arms if you wish. Backs of the hands or palms together if you prefer. Stay there, lifting the elbows up, find some space, breathe into that, and then soften the elbows back down. Stay there, bring the arms over to one side, turning over the opposite shoulder. And then back to the center, over to the other side, opposite shoulder. And come back to the center, soften here, reach out to the arms and overhead to the sky. We're going to take a twist back to that right side. Right hand behind you, left hand can come in front if you wish. You can pause there, sit up tall. Inhale, and as you exhale, starting from the base of the spine, working over to that right side. You're welcome to keep the chin neutral. And you're welcome to turn over that back shoulder. You're also welcome to turn over that front left shoulder. Take some time wherever you are, breathe into that space. And then as you inhale, come back to center, extending the arms up to the sky. As you exhale, twist to that left side, releasing that right arm in front, left hand behind you. Inhale as you sit up tall. Exhale, taking that twist over to the left side as you soften in. Chin neutral if you like, or over that back shoulder if you prefer. You're also welcome to turn and gaze over that front right shoulder. Take a few breaths once you're here. Slowly unwind, come back to the center, extend the arms out and overhead to the sky. Exhale to the heart, pause there just for a moment. And from here, release the hands down. You'll stretch out through the legs again. Give the toes a little wiggle, the hips a little shake side to side. And then slowly bend the knees. The feet are going to be grounded about hip width distance, maybe a little wider as you like. Lifting the toes, spreading them, releasing them down so you feel grounded there. You can grab underneath the thighs if you prefer, or underneath the knees if that's a better place for you. Just make sure the feet are grounded as you're here, sitting up tall. Inhale, lengthen the spine, soften the shoulders back. And then exhale as you round in the upper back, drawing the belly in to support the low back as you're here. Inhale, press down the feet, lifting up, lengthen here. And exhale as well. Just take a few of these seated cat and cow movements. Inhale, lift and lengthen and pause. And then exhale as you come back. Take one more wherever you are. Deep breath in, pause at the top. Deep breath out, pause at the bottom. This time, as you inhale, slowly lift. Take a deep breath in. You'll wrap one arm around that front leg, the opposite around the other leg. Clasp the hands if you wish. Inhale wherever you are, deep breath in. And exhale, soften the chin toward the chest as you round in. Wherever you are, take a long inhale, sit up tall. I'm going to turn sideways on my mat, but you're welcome to just kind of turn to the side. Extend out the legs. Take a moment wherever you are just to get the feet grounded. You're welcome to separate the feet a little wider as you need to. Get the heels grounded into the earth. Bending the knees as you need to sit up tall. Grabbing underneath thighs for a moment. Take a long inhale wherever you are. As you exhale, we're going to slowly release all the way down to the ground. You're welcome to grab one of the thighs or arms release. Once you're onto the mat, take some time to reach out through the whole body. You're going to extend the arms overhead, point through the toes, reach and extend out as long as you can. Shift the hips a little side to side. Take a deep breath in as you extend out here, and as you exhale, bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a nice big hug. Take a moment there as you gently rock a little side to side. And then take a moment just to pause in the center. And as you're pausing here, your gaze is still up toward the sky, toward the ceiling. What you want to find is lengthening from the base of the spine all the way up the mid-back to the upper back, shoulders, the back of the head. Just take some time as you're here, breathing into that space and softening it. From here, release the feet down toward the earth. As the knees are bent up toward the sky, just take some time to again get grounded into the feet. We'll work into our bridge pose with the breath. Hands will come down, fingers spread wide, rounding into the hands and the feet. Take a moment there. And then as you inhale, pressing down to lift up, lifting the hips, breathing into the low belly, the mid-chest, and the upper chest. As you exhale, releasing back down, upper back, mid-back, and low back. Let's take that 2 more times. Inhale, pressing down to lift and expand into the front body. And exhale, back down towards the earth. As you take this last one, you're welcome to pause a little longer at the top. Ground into the hands and the feet, breathing into that space. Thighs are engaged, belly's drawing in, breathing into the upper chest. Take 1 more breath as you're here, and then as you exhale, slowly release down toward the ground. Upper back, mid back, and low back. All right, as you're there, take about 3 breaths. Just let the body soften into the earth. To release that, bring the feet wide, about as wide as the mat. Let the knees drop in towards each other. You can just rest the hands on the belly as you like here. Notice the open space. Release around the low back area. Allowing a few moments here. Slowly, as you're here, we're going to take some windshield wipers with the lower legs, letting the knees drop down over to one side, bring it back to the center to the opposite side. Inhale back to the sky, exhale to the side, inhale to the sky, exhale to the side. Allowing that movement a few more times as you like. Next time the knees drop over to the right side, let them stay there. There's a little bit of space between that right foot and left thigh. The left hip is a little lifted, feeling a little deeper stretch in the outer left hip and thigh. Just take a moment here, soften in, breathing in and breathing out. As you inhale, bring it back to the center, pause there. Exhale, releasing over to the left side, all the way down toward the earth. Again, that right hip, opposite hip is lifted away from the ground. You should feel a deeper stretch in the outer right hip and thigh. Any tension in the knees or the ankles, just shift a little bit to get that settling space and soften there. 2 more breaths wherever you are. Back to the center. Pause there. Go ahead and bring the knees, both knees back in toward the chest. Maybe a little wider this time out toward the shoulders. Find some space. Gaze up toward the sky. Lengthen through the back body. And then letting the feet come back down towards the earth. Knees up toward the sky. We're going to take our figure 4 stretch. Some people call this thread the needle. The right ankle is going to cross over the left thigh. And as that right ankle is over the left thigh, let that right foot be active. So press through the heel, engage the arch, press through the pad of the foot and curl the toes back. Walk the left foot in a little closer to the hips. Staying there as you like, grounding into that left foot, or if you prefer, lift that left leg, lower leg away from the ground. And even imagine you're pressing that left foot into a wall. You can always stay there if you wish, or interlace one or both hands behind the back of that left thigh. Always find stillness here. There might be a little movement, extending the left leg up toward the sky, and then bending it back down towards the ground. Take that a few more times wherever you are. One more breath here, and then we'll release down toward the ground. As we take a twist, a grounded twist here, you can either cross that right thigh over the left if you wish. If you want a softer version, bring the knees side to side. Wherever you are, take some time, shift the hips to the right, allowing space to drop down to the left. And you can even take that shift of the hips a few times as you need to settle in. Again, if it's too much with that leg intertwined, just stack the right knee on the left. That right arm can reach up away from you. You can also reach out to the side with that right elbow bent. You can gaze up toward the sky, or you can gaze over that opposite right shoulder here. So your choice. Stay here a little longer, so allow some time to soften, to breathe, to let go. One more breath wherever you are. And then we'll unwind back to the center. As you do, bring the hips back to level. You'll keep that left knee bent on the earth with that left foot. Extend the right leg up toward the sky. Hands down beside the body for support. Take a long inhale, and as you exhale, release and extend that right leg all the way down with control. Once it's there, left leg out to the right. Reach both arms overhead. Take a long stretch out with the whole body, point to the toes. Inhale here, and as you exhale, bring both knees into the chest. Arms around. Take a moment there. Soften and breathe. And as we take the other side, feet come back down, knees up toward the sky. This time, cross the left ankle over the right thigh. Walk that right opposite foot in as you need to, grounding into the earth. Activate that left foot. Stay there. Breathe here. Always you have the option to stay here. Always the option to lift that right lower leg parallel to the earth. Finding it here, or begin to allow some movement, straightening the right leg up toward the sky and then bending it back down towards the ground. more breaths wherever you are. And then we'll release down after that last breath here. Right foot comes down as we shift into our twist. Left thigh over the right if you're working that version, or knees side to side if you prefer. Shifting the hips first, that left side for space, and then allowing the knees to drop down to the right side as you're ready. Left arm can reach overhead, away from you if you wish, or bending the left elbow out, gazing up to the sky or over that left shoulder. Take some time to soften here and breathe here. Two more deep inhales, two more deep exhales. We'll unwind back to the center, pause to level the hips. Right knee stays bent, left leg extends up to the sky. Arms down beside the body for support. Long inhale. Exhale, release. Left leg all the way down to the ground. Take a moment once it connects. Right leg out to the left. Both arms overhead. Take a long stretch out through the body as you inhale. Exhale, both knees into the chest. Soften here for a moment. As we drop into our last pose, our resting pose, our Savasana for today, you're welcome to come back with the knees bent, dropping in towards each other if that feels like a good place to settle. You're also welcome just to extend out the legs and release the hands. Take your time as you're here to let the eyes gently close, let the breath release, soften the body down towards the ground, expanding out to the space in the sky all around you. Allowing the space to release your practice, but also embrace this practice. Allow some time for you to be here. As you're ready, begin to bring awareness back into your space. Allow a moment to pause in the space before moving. Then begin to deepen the breath again to the belly, the ribs, the chest, all the way out. Allowing that to ripple into movement to the fingers and the toes, the wrists and the ankles, the arms and the legs as you reach out, long stretch. And then guiding both knees into the chest, arms around, give yourself a nice big hug here. When you're ready, rolling gently to the side, you can pause there for a moment. And then slowly press yourself up. Find your way back into a comfortable seat as we close out our practice today. Guiding the hands to the heart, pausing there, and then just taking a moment to honor and thank yourself for allowing this time for you. Thank you for allowing me to guide you through this practice, and just know that we are exactly where we're meant to be in this journey. Together we'll bring your hands up to our forehead, and as we bow forward, namaste. Namaste. Thank you all. Have a lovely day.